Hello and welcome to another side play. Me, GamerWolfSix of the Smoke Room Summer Edition. Before we start, if you're interested in getting this game, tough. Because the HIO is taken down and I'm not sure if it's on Patreon. Good luck with that. So, in the last Let's Play, we dressed up everybody, including ourselves and Todd. Well, I guess William did that, but I gotta pick it. And then we got on a boat, and it sailed away to some place where we did fishing and swimming and sunbathing and the other stuff. But now we're going to beach, because life's a beach. So we're gonna reset our face. And continue. Dick hasn't docked close enough to the shore, but far enough for the boat to anchor without running into any sand dunes. So me, William Todd, test the water for us. Getting on the boat. There's an oil drum to burn wood in and an old black grill that looks well used and completely charred. There was a different kind of smell here. A shy smell of gardenias dense above sturdy, woodsy oak, and juicy bursts of blackberry oil, which attracted all sorts of moths and butterflies. Yet we're sailing today, boys. We should get an early start on dinner. I'm cooking. Wait, why? You've been driving the boat all day. I know you want to go swimming too. Are you sure you know how to work with squid? Well, it won't be calamari, but you pecked curry. You packed curry? Those are pretty self-explanatory. Very well. How do you cook curry on a grill? I don't know. I'll go prepare for the water. Hey, you already prepare? No. He shuffles away with a bag in paw, mumbling as he disappears into a bush. Who takes a bag of charcoal out of the cooler and starts to prepare it for the grill. Cliff helps gather some dry twigs for kindling. Murdoch helps himself to Todd's peanuts while he is looking. Todd seems to know that something isn't quite right when he reaches for another handful, but he hasn't figured it out yet. For a second there I thought it was Nicky. You know, I got to thinking. Oh yeah? Thinking hard. Pirate goats seem kind of silly, right? Yes. Okay, but think about it. Already have. Ghosts are just souls of dead people. Debatable. Ghosts are whatever you want them to be because ghosts aren't real. Well, let's assume they are for a second. No. Ghosts show up in places that have a whole lot of dead people. And the ocean has a whole lot of dead people in it. You say where it ends or begins. Sovereign nations. The UN. The defined territorial sea. I don't mean legally, y'all. I mean spiritually. 'Cause my heart is as deep as the sea. It doesn't mean anything. Well, somebody is taking my gosh darn peanuts. And I like to believe ain't ghosts and not y'all. Wait, it's ghosts and not y'all. Well, you know, Todd. Maybe ghosts are real. Thank you. At least somebody's on my side here. The minute he turns, I see Murdoch crunching on peanuts. He must have been storing between his cheeks as he talked. I'm about to open my mouth, and then Nikolai comes out of the bush. And I forget everything else I was about to say a few seconds ago. Haha, ducks. I'm prepared for the water now. See that, Nick? What? I mean, I think you look a little too prepared for the water. There is no such thing as being too prepared. I just feel like 2 floating devices might be a bit excessive. There's no such thing as too much. Only people who demand too little. Is that profound, or is he just fucking with me? I'm going to enjoy the water now. He passed me 2 times the head as he goes. I decided I just would. Fuck these reading yachts. I hate them. Like, I don't yawn most of the time, but when I read, I just yawn. Anyways, I think I decided he just wanted an excuse to wear the ducky floaty. I would want an excuse for that. Murdoch asked me to help him set up the volleyball net as we spend the rest of the afternoon tagging in and out, watching the curry. Murdoch narrowly avoids a black eye from one of Cliff's spikes. It reminded me just how high that weasel can jump. Nick eventually comes back from the water and starts building an elaborate sandcastle. Oh, that sounds fun. Before we know it, it starts to get dark, and Will calls us over to have seafood curry. Ew, seafood. What? Nikolai chewed. It's not rubbery. Well done. I didn't know I was being judged. I can't help but judge when my curry ratios are being used. Because something went wrong, I need people to know it wasn't my fault. Something catches my attention out of the corner of my eye. I thought it was a firefly first, but the color was wrong. Instead of a yellow-green spark, it would vibrate blue-glow. Almost the color of flames, damn it. And I saw it in the water. I think I see something out there. I see it too. See what? The light. Oh. The blue lights? I knew the whole ocean was haunted. Yeah, no, that's just plankton. Murdoch crouched down to pick up a seashell and toss it into the sea. The serpent makes the brief glow, which fades into a darker blue of the tide. We can see more of the glow on the edges of the waves as they crash upon the shore. They usually show up close to the autumn, but I suppose the temperature tonight is cool enough to make them make their appearance. Todd wipes his brow, and William shakes his head. Hold on. Cliff thrusts his hips experimentally. So y'all tell me that if we had a go in there, we could turn it into a rave? Stop. There might be some diatoms mixed in there, so probably best not to risk it. I don't know what a diatom is, though I don't know. I probably wouldn't want to have sex in salt water. Unicellular organisms. But yeah. You probably wouldn't want that in your butthole. They're not big, but still, you know? I should probably know because that's probably stuff I learned in college the second time I went. Dinner passes and we clean up our trash. Also, that was a weird breath in. They could sleep in on the beach towel for all the swimming he did. Murdoch and Cliff are two after sharing a few bottles of wine. Ooh. Todd passes out under the volleyball net. Long day. Fun enough. Yeah. Cliff and Murdoch kind of made me think about something in it, though. That being, if it's weird that I don't think getting scared is fun. Well, I don't know. I just mean, maybe there's more to life I could come to appreciate if I made myself afraid more. I'm worried about wasting my time. God, I know that feeling. Maybe there's more I could be getting out of everything. Feels to me like there's enough scares in life that you don't need to go looking for them. It's like the person. I'm sorry, I feel like that was a bit rude than what I was going to say, but it feels like they didn't really do enough reading of this, because that's like, what, 3 of those? And they don't seem like hard enough things, you know? Also, my leg's asleep completely. But that's just my take. Maybe I need more scares and less loom dread. Sam? He shakes my shoulder. You see that? I don't think I do. But then I look a little harder. Out there in the ocean, there's a current where the current is deep. I see a glow of the algae, except it's big, bigger than our boat, and it moves in a specific direction. Didn't Murdoch say plankton lights up when disturbed? It stops, glowing in place, almost like it hears us. Yeah, he did. What do you think it is? Whale, maybe? What about a shark? Don't think we get great whites or hammerheads in these parts. It turns on dime, shifting left. I get that peculiar feeling like I'm being stared at, and the fur on my back of my neck stands up. Then it swims straight towards us. I make a motion to leave, but Will grabs me. He shakes his head real slow. Whatever is in the water glimmers for a little while longer, then disappears. Then we see a sudden streak backwards, leaving a trail like a comet would. Hey, William? Yeah, Sam? Why did you grab me just then? Dunno. Felt like it was the right thing to do for some reason. I nod my head. And then I look back where we anchored the boat. I don't much like the idea of wading through the water to get back into it tomorrow. She's real. Nessa? It's spooky. Well, that's the end of that side play. Oh, and it's weird that it's just quiet there. So, yeah. It's fine if it's short because then stuff. I know for me, it's like, ooh, I do not have to have a video till next week, and that's cheap and easy. But then there's also like, well, bugger my buns because now it's like, well, I don't know. I've just been kind of thing where I'm like, if I do a whole bunch of these things, I don't have to do them for a while. But then it's also like, I would need to do a lot of videos and post a lot of videos to make any dent in the amount of visual novels that are being made. Because I'm like, ooh, is there any short visual novels out there? And then the guy with the stuff and the jello pudding and all that is like, oh yeah, you should check out. Let's see, where would that thing be? Where is that thing, anyways? Cute stuff, movies, hot stuff. Writings, art? Where would that be? The Hub? Easy Banner? Yeah. It's like, you should probably check out here. And I'm like, okay. Click. And then it's like, oh, in this month, it's like no, wait, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to click on that because there's a fox on it. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, more than 20, and they're all barrel related. And it's like, fuck, that is like a lot of visual novels. And just like, it's not like I want to be short on visual novels, because like I'm like going, oh, let's look at visual novels and stuff like that. But then it's also like, fuck, they're a real thing that it would probably die before I'd even make a dent in any of that. So, anyways, yeah, comment cause I like something you like, dislike, tips, tricks. Otherwise, if you like my YouTube and would like to see it grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to help it grow. And please remember my animals to help control the pet population, because that's something that is important to me, you know. And if you want to play this, well, You've seen all of it except, what people would be dressing up as in different things. Yeah, and stuff. And until next time, another side play. Me. And we'll 6 some other game. We'll see. Thanks and see ya.